President Salva Kiir Mayardit sent his security advisor to Sudan for important talk. South Sudan has taken another step to improve its relationship with neighboring Sudan. Before we proceed, if you are new and this is your first time, I would like you to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's proceed. On Wednesday, President Salva Kiir Mayardit's security advisor, Tut Galwak Manime, traveled to the Sudanese capital, Khartoum. During his visit, he met with General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, who is the head of Sudan's Transitional Sovereign Council and the commander of the Sudanese Army Forces. The meeting focused on issues that are important to both countries. These include peace, security, trade, and cooperation in the oil sectors. According to Tut Galwak Manime, he carried a special message from President Salva Kiir Mayardit to General Burhan. The message was about strengthening the relationship between South Sudan and Sudan and finding a better way for the two countries to work together. During the meeting, President Salva Kiir Mayardit also invited General Burhan to visit Juba. Tut Galwak said that General Burhan accepted the invitation. This means the leaders are expected to meet again in South Sudan in the future. Although the exact date of the visit has not yet been announced, accepting the invitation is seen as a positive sign that both governments want to continue talking and solving common problems. So, why this meeting is important? South Sudan and Sudan share a long border. Because of this, event in one country often affect the other. The two countries also depend on each other in many ways. They trade with each other, share border, communities, and work together on security issues. One of the biggest areas of cooperation is oil. South Sudan produces most of its national income from oil. However, it does not have its own pipeline to transport oil to international market. Instead, South Sudan's crude oil is pumped through pipeline that pass across Sudan before reaching Port Sudan on the Red Sea. From there, the oil is exported to buyers around the world. Because Sudan provides these services, it receives transit and processing fees. This arrangement benefits both countries. For South Sudan, the pipeline is necessary because it allows the country to sell its oil. For Sudan, the fees collected from transporting the oil provide an important source of income. This is one reason why maintaining a good relationship between the two neighbors is very important. Beside oil, the two leaders also discuss security along the border. Border security has remained an important issue for many years. Sometimes army groups move across the border. In other cases, criminals use remote border areas to escape security forces. Because of these challenges, both governments believe closer cooperation can help improve safety for people living near the border. Tut Galwak said both sides discussed ways to support peace and stability in the region. Peace is important not only for South Sudan and Sudan, but also for neighboring countries that depend on regional stability for trade and development. The meeting also included discussion about increasing communication between security institutions so that both countries can respond more quickly to security concerns. Another important topic was business and trade. Officials discussed the possibility of creating joint commercial areas along the border. This commercial zone could make it easier for a trader from both countries to buy and sell goods legally. If such projects are developed successfully, they could increase business opportunity, create jobs, and improve the local economy for communities living near the border. Many families on both sides depend on cross-border trade for their daily income. Improving trade can therefore help many ordinary citizens, not just government. Even though the meeting was friendly, it comes at a time when there have been disagreement between South Sudan and Sudan. One of the biggest disagreements is over the Abyei region. Abyei has remained a disputed area for many years. Both South Sudan and Sudan have historical claim connected to the territory, and its final political status has not yet been settled. Earlier this month, new tension appeared after South Sudan Electoral Authority included Abyei as one of the constituencies for the country planned general election later this year. Sudan objected to this decision. Sudanese officials argue that including Abyei in the election before its final status is resolved could go against previous agreement. South Sudan, however, defended its decision. Officials in Juba say the move follow the country legal framework and allow people living in Abyei to participate in the national election. Although the two governments have different views on this matter, both sides continue to hold diplomatic discussion instead of ending communication. Many observers believe that continued dialogue is better than allowing disagreement to grow into large conflict. The meeting in Khartoum showed that even when disagreement exists, government can continue talking. Diplomatic meetings provide opportunities to exchange ideas, discuss concerns, and search for a peaceful solution. Many international experts believe that communication between neighboring country is one of the best way to prevent misunderstanding from becoming serious dispute. South Sudan and Sudan have a long shared history. They also face many common challenges, including security, economic development, and border management. Because of this, maintaining regular communication remains important for both governments. Tut Galwak said, President Salva Kiir and General Brown remain committed to strengthening cooperation and building on the relationship between the two neighboring countries. The meeting was also attended by several senior Sudanese government and military officials, showing the importance both sides are attached to the discussion. Whether this talk will lead to new agreement remains to be seen. However, many people will be watching closely as the two countries continue working together on issues that affect millions of citizens. That brings us to the end of our first story. Please, if you are new here, make sure you help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's meet on the next story.